It's TGI Now time, back again in the K420 studio discussing real authentic truth talk, freedom of speech, and living in the now. Freeing your mind.
One episode at a time.
Shit, we trying.
Boom.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go. Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny. That's cool though, shit.
Yeah, just trying.
Nah, it happens, bro, man. You know, we're a bunch of dudes just fucking putting a podcast together, bro.
I know, right?
They don't know what happened.
Take three.
A glitch in the matrix. A glitch in the matrix is what it is.
Hey, it's all good. Fuck that.
I'm just tired.
So what you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
No.
Just dealing with the matrix, man.
Yeah,
just craziness.
Matrix is dealing with me.
Matrix. That's a good way to put it, Rondell. The Matrix is dealing with
Nah,
me.
what it is that he turned around and saw the girl with the red dress, and then turned around again and saw Mr. Smith.
Oh my God, right?
Like, how the hell? I knew something was off.
I tell you.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but things are going good though. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I saw talking about the Matrix the other night. I don't know why. It was on Netflix. I just clicked it. It was the first thing I saw.
I rewatched
was Matrix Reloaded.
Okay.
And I saw it just to watch it, you know, and it was pretty good, man. You know, and I looked at it in a different perspective now, really knowing what's going on in the world.
Yeah. You have to go back. That's a lot of times. You have to go back and watch certain
because
things.
you're going to see it differently.
You do.
You know, you
see
are.
it. You do.
It's like a total different thing, man. Like
certain words that they say, certain phrases they use, certain things, and you're just like, oh shit.
I saw they put the new one on there. I was like, yeah, I gotta watch this.
The new one was interesting. What I didn't like was that they kind of went woke at the end. You know, when they made Trinity the one. Like, she had to have been the one. It wasn't.
Gotcha.
It wasn't, you know.
How was that woke?
I don't think she was the one. I think it was a joint power.
But what it was like, it was because of her.
You ever heard the story of there are two gods and they can't be next to each other? They're wife and husband, but one grows weak if the other one's next to him. Okay. And then the power transfers.
That happens to me every night when I go home.
There's two gods.
What the fuck is that? I'm not a god, and that happens to me every fucking
Will Smith did a movie for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know it.
When he was a dick, he was a fucking asshole superhero. And he fucking threw that kid up in the fucking air.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that movie. That's the story of the two gods. Also, the Eagle dude from Justice League and the Eagle lady.
Yeah, but going back to the Matrix, so what they did was that they made her like the reason. Yeah, he's part of it. They both need to be together, but it was like because of her. Yeah. You have to remember, after the Matrix, both the directors came out and they started wearing dresses and everything else.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that either,
me? I already know them boys was already weird.
Yeah, they wear dresses now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so they even changed their names.
Oh, okay.
So the thing is that after that, you know,
I did not know that.
Yeah, dude. So they're wearing dresses now. Like they're really like they're women. I mean, they talk as women. Wow. They change their names. Wow. You know, so they went kind of woke at the end with Trinity, because the concept of the movie of them bringing them back because they needed the source, like that power. Yep. That was pretty good, but I don't know.
Oh no, to me it was different. When I watched it again, like the first time I watched it made no sense. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So basically, you wake Neo up. Like, Neo put himself back in to fix something he saw was wrong with the system. Yeah. So fucking when he did that, he's in the process of him doing that, they found him going back in, and they locked his ass in. They locked him and Trinity
He got locked back into the Matrix.
Right,
so then he set little traps for himself to unlock all this shit that he needed to unlock.
Gotcha.
Without, the fucking his boss in the Smith had rewrote himself.
Yeah,
and
so he's in a new.
Yeah, so they both look different. Yeah. Like they couldn't see what they actually looked like.
Remember, Neo looked different too. You saw Neo the way. But when he looked in the mirror, he was an older self. Even Trinity looked different.
Rewrote their codes.
Yeah. So it was like. But remember, towards the end, after they got it fixed, boom, they went out as Neo and Trinity, which was kind of cool.
No, I get that. I went spirits to that yesterday with the Matrix, trying to go buy things. You know,
I'm just trying to buy something.
Well, you realize that there is a lot of people that are agents of the Matrix, and they're the gatekeepers, and they block you out. You have to deal with it, and you're just like, the programming is there, and you're just like, like, that's enough with the programming. Like, let's be humans here. But you realize that they're just not. They're programs in the system.
It's unfortunate that I got to give Bezos all this money, but it's just the easiest way to
It's insane. That's what I said. That's what I was saying.
Because you're dealing with people who are ignorant.
Yeah.
You're dealing with people who don't really care. Customer service is lost. Try to find somebody in Home Depot because you need a fucking boat.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's
but
very
remember
scary.
the way it used to be? Can I help you? We used to run away from the people,
right?
Yeah. Like, don't bother us.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Now there's none around.
Well, you see it. You see the crumbling of the Matrix. That's what I kept saying, Kelly. I was like, there it is, Kel. This shows you the crumble of the Matrix. This is what it is.
Look at everything that's going on. Look, like, okay, I know that you don't watch the news, but the Trump case today, right? I was watching the 5, and Stormy Daniels was the witness today. So she testified for 5 hours, not about the money transfer, because that's what the case is about. The money being transferred, and when they're using campaign money. Yeah. No, she discussed in detail the affair. And the judge allowed it. So what did the judge allow? Because this had nothing to do with the case. Even when the lawyers were trying to say
defamation, that's all they allowed.
They just wanted him to be defamed. Yeah. They wanted the jury to look at him as some sex addict, some cheater. You know what I mean? Because Stormy Daniels was saying, and this happened apparently back in 2006, 2007.
Mm-hmm. She wrote a whole book on the shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is like fucking almost 20 years ago, guys. I mean, the statute of limitations, he didn't break a law.
Bro, that's not...
He didn't break a law.
Do you know that's not news?
Even if he admitted to having sex with her, he did not break a law.
People knew that before he became president.
Bro, that's old news. But what they're doing is that they're redoing it, and then they're giving him a gag order. We spoke about this last week. Now,
that shit's crazy.
They say that like this fucking The View, whatever, they were saying that Trump should go to Guantanamo Bay. Like, he should go to the clink. Yeah. They joking about this. But remember what happened in Russia when Putin's opponent went against Putin. Mm-hmm. They tried to put him in jail. They tried to poison him. Mm-hmm. He eventually died in prison. Yeah. And this is not so long ago. This happened a few months ago that he died. Yeah. So the same thing that they're saying, oh, Russia's all this horrible country, Putin is horrible. You guys are doing the same fucking thing. Exactly. To this man. Yeah. So it's just like people are either ignorant or just fucking plain blind not to see the injustice that's going on. Yeah. Not only, because once they do it to him, they're going to do it to all of us, bro.
Well, I think, and I always go back to what I always tell you. They're showing you what would be happening if Hillary would have won. He's being used as an example of what would happen to all of us if Hillary would have won and didn't have that break in the action to what was happening. We would be in complete tyranny right now. And I have a video teed up with Bill Cooper who explains exactly what I'm saying. That this is where we would have headed at the time if this wasn't an interruption of his candidacy, of his presidency, to get in there to throw a loophole in this whole program. Because I think it's just all this is just a bullshit to wake people up, to show them that look what's going on, look what would have happened, look where you would have headed if I didn't step in and do something about it and be used as an example to take all the slings and arrows. That's just the way I look at it. That's why I don't watch the news, because the news distorts how you look at what's going on. You look at it like it's real.
No, but the news also tells some truth. Because like the thing with the court case, you would have never known that unless you watched the news. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's not true. I don't think so. If you watch alternative media and other people that do podcasts,
alternative media is going to just show you parts of the news.
No, there's other people that do shows like us and podcasts that'll show the clips and show you the hypocrisy.
There was no clips because there was no cameras.
They'll show you whatever was being said or whatever the transcripts were.
But that's the same thing that the news people were saying, that it was really unnecessary to even have her understand.
But they spin it in a way that still gets people's attention, gets you drawn into the Matrix, where if you listen to other alternative people that dissect it differently than the people on the 5, because I don't trust any of those idiots on the 5. They're all a bunch of actors
See,
too.
but everybody has a difference in opinion.
Channel 5?
No, I know.
You
no,
know,
the show called
So
The
what
5
I'm saying
on
is
Fox
that
News.
I don't watch, you know, like a lot of the stuff. Like I don't watch a lot of, you know, podcasts that go to the extreme. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know, because to me, I think a lot of it is bullshit.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. You know, people taking one thing and just taking it to the extreme because you can make any story up. You know, really. I mean, we could say that fucking Biden's a robot, and if we fucking press it enough, people will start fucking believing it. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're saying. I like to listen to all different types of stuff. I don't listen to stuff again. I'm you know, the stuff that's too extreme because to me it don't matter.
Like what? What's too extreme? Like what?
Like
give me an example.
flat Earth, shit like that. Shit that to me,
Alien.
I'm saying me, don't matter to me. So I don't listen to that stuff. I don't put too much attention or even time to it because I would rather listen to something that's present, something that's now.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I would. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, I'm discussing shit that's happening now. This happened today. You know what I mean? With this president and this fucked up, you know, and the defamation. And my point was not that what they're doing to him is that they're gonna, if it's allowed, they're gonna do it to all of us. That's what I'm
But
trying
I
to
believe
say.
it's not going to be allowed, and that's what's showing people.
It was allowed.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but I don't. But I don't think that he's going to get convicted of anything. I don't think anything's going to happen out of it.
It's not the point of him getting convicted.
Well, what is it
He may
then?
not get convicted.
Yeah.
The point is that this trial is about money being used from his campaign. Had nothing to do with his
the
sex
affair.
acts
Yeah, I
with
understand
Stormy
that.
Daniels.
Yeah. Well, because
and
of-
this judge did not stop
because
it.
the judge is a corrupt
I
judge,
know.
so the judge
So
is
that's
allowing.
what I'm trying to say.
Exactly, and that'll help awaken the masses to how absurd the whole thing is.
Okay, so now we understand each other.
100%. There you go. Sold. And then, of course, I'll bring up Bill Cooper and show you the video of what Bill Cooper says, and then you'll be like, oh, shit, he's saying exactly the same thing as what we're saying, except it was 35 years ago.
Right. We already know that present proves past.
100%.
You know?
Yeah, that's what it comes down. That's why you have to go back. That's why I go back and watch certain things. That's why I go back and watch the inauguration of Trump. That's why I go back and watch the Biden inauguration. I look at the two and I go, something's not right here. This one looks like it's
So it's
legit.
a good thing that I'm looking at stuff that's today because he's not watching anything besides
he's
movies.
not. Yeah, he's not.
So we have to be different.
No. Well, that's what makes the podcast so unique is that is the case. You're watching the 5 on Fox. I'm not. I'm watching Nino Rodriguez and listening to him. He's watching movies, telling me to watch the certain movies, and I watch it, and then we come circle back around, like you said.
That's what I'm saying. So because we want to be open to everybody in the audience, because not everybody really, I mean, is thinks that way.
Yeah.
Some people just want to know what the fuck is going on and our opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion about what's going on with this shit now? What's your opinion about what's going on with these fucking students?
Yeah.
Who you think is funding them? What's your opinion? Because that's what podcasts are. It's people's opinion.
Yeah.
That, you know, we could say they're truths, but really they're opinions.
Yeah, that's it.
Until they're proven truths, they're just opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all we're doing. That's what podcasts are. Podcasts are just an extension of news stations. Like you said, people don't like to watch the news anymore. They don't trust Fox. I don't trust Fox.
No.
I watch clips on YouTube of certain things that I'm interested in. Like this thing with the court case. I didn't watch the rest of it. I wanted to know what's going on with Trump and the courts.
Yeah.
I did. Because I want to know what the fuck that people are not seeing.
Yes.
That people are like fucking vicious. And that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see the ugliness of people. Like on YouTube, you watch a clip of fucking The View of these fucking people saying that Trump should go to jail, should be in Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
These people are idiots.
Yeah.
And other people are watching this. Listen to me. If you're listening, you're a fucking idiot. Because that's what's going on. You guys ain't seeing the truth.
No.
And that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's a good thing because, again, President proves past, right? You bringing up shit only confirms the same thing I'm saying. We're just saying it differently.
That's it. That's how we met.
Right.
That's how the friendship started. You were like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah,
I just didn't use that word.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
word
use the
makes
words.
sense.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, no,
it's
it
true.
is.
You
is.
put words into a lot of the things that I believed. I just didn't have words for them.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
and that's what's happening. I think with all this going on, with people watching the news and watching TV and seeing this hypocrisy of the opposite of what's really going going on, and you're going, what the fuck? They're talking about like his sex life in 2006 when it's all
It's
is about
ridiculous.
campaign money, and it's like and I don't even think he used campaign money to pay her off,
No.
and I don't think he even paid her off. To be honest with you, I think
Can
it
I
was all
tell
a
you something?
scam.
This whole case is gonna get thrown out. All you need is one juror to say this is bullshit.
Exactly.
One.
Yeah.
And they have 2 attorneys on the jury.
Got you.
So all you need is one.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have more than one.
100%.
I'm sure you're gonna have your Trump haters. They're gonna fucking stick to their guns.
Yeah.
Go to jail. Go to jail.
Yeah.
But they got to get 12 people to say that, and I don't think they're gonna do that. The point of this trial, the gag order, is to keep him off the campaign trail.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because he is powerful. He brings an audience. He's like an Elvis, bro. The guy went to the fucking
What did I say the other
racetrack
day
on
about
Sunday.
the Elvis thing? I said that the other day.
He went to the racetrack in Miami.
I saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
bro. Like
I said
people
it
love
to
him.
Kelly. I said, you ever see anybody like that walk in the
Look
crowd?
what happened to
Elvis
Biden.
didn't even get
Look
that
what
kind of
happened to
clout.
Biden in Milwaukee.
I know.
People are not fucking excited about him. Actually, people were protesting.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't happen to Trump.
No, and it won't.
And people need to see that. And again, I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a MAGA guy. But what I'm saying is that look at what they're doing to this man, any man in this country, and see that this fucking administration is corrupt as super fuck. Yeah, Carter was a bad president, but he wasn't a corrupt motherfucker.
He wasn't that.
He was just
not
stupid.
this.
He didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Right? He tried to bring a lot of Christianity and all this stuff into the White House. That wasn't working.
Another puppet.
You know what I mean? Another puppet. They all are.
Yeah.
They all are.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Trump's a puppet because he didn't have anybody pulling his strings.
No.
Maybe somebody else is pulling his strings, but no one in that part of the fucking.
Exactly.
Because remember what he said? He said, "I rarely went to Washington. I didn't know anybody." He took the advice of people, which was good because he picked horrible people. Now he saw,
Now they're
oh
exposed.
shit,
Yeah.
these people are no good. But you guys said that they were, so you're no good.
Exactly.
You see, people got exposed. So when he comes back into office, if there is an election, and if he does come back into office, you're gonna see that things that they say a dictator, he's gonna fucking do worse than what Biden did, fucking signing shit,
yeah.
taking all that shit out and fucking putting up the wall.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly,
you.
yeah.
The wall's going up.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, that's why they're afraid. That's why fucking Robert De Niro is scared of another Trump presidency because he knows that the hammer's going to get dropped on these idiots. He knows it.
What's wrong with? I used to like Robert De Niro.
I know. I get it. I get it. Before we put the podcast room in the house, I had a big poster right outside this door that was fucking a picture of the it was
Casino?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think they had beef before like the presidency. Him and Trump didn't like each other before.
Oh, there's no doubt about
something
that. Yeah.
I'm probably mistaken, but it was something with him trying to get an apartment in the Trump Tower or some shit.
Yeah.
It was something. It's something before he became president. Robert De Niro didn't like him.
No, I agree. With that.
It was already
there was
beef.
something else there. Yeah, there was definitely.
Yeah,
there was
but Robert
definitely
De Niro, but you know, he was already woke. But look at that sandwich. That's what you got, bro. Look at that.
Stop looking at my
Put that
sandwich,
in.
bro. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
y'all
my
can
Bell
leave that.
sandwich.
Y'all can leave that.
Yeah, that's
Don't look
my
at my
Bell
sandwich.
sandwich. So, listen, John, I gotta tell you, bro. I came in, I was hungry. I was looking forward to eating, and I'm a big protein guy. So, if you guys are looking for a protein stack sandwich, go to Caps and make sure you try their fucking Philly cheesesteak.
There it is.
It is out of this fucking world. But there was more meat than that on mine, bro. That shit was. Yeah, I showed you.
I know.
Oh man, bro, that shit was all meat, and it was a delicious sandwich, nice and toasty. If you guys are looking for a fucking nice sandwich, great pizza. Their pickled spicy pizza. I was hoping we get it, but they didn't have any more because they sell out of it.
Yeah.
You got to get that shit early.
Yeah, they do.
Bro, that fucking apparently at all the comments on Facebook, bro, that fucking pizza slamming. That's why I said see if we can get some of that shit.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah,
Next
man,
week.
we'll get some next week.
We'll
but
get some
I
next.
may just buy some during the week just to have it.
No, I thought about getting some over
Yeah,
the weekend.
yeah. But Caps is fucking on the money,
Yeah, it
man.
was
You know
good,
what I mean?
man.
So if you guys are looking for a good meal, they got wings, they got platters, they got beer and wine, nice atmosphere. You know, they got a little Pac-Man.
Yep.
You know, it's stuff to do. You know, it's just a nice spot. They even got a party room. So if you want to do something, you know, like a party, they got a party room, you know, and it's right here in town, and they're not pricey at all, man.
No.
You go in there, I mean, these people have been around for a minute. How long they been around, John?
Since 1987.
There it is, and they've been knocking out
They've been
pizza,
knocking
right?
out pizza since
So I
1987.
just want to say thanks, John.
Papa Caps was taking care of business, man. I moved here in 1987. I was like, damn, this is
So they opened up the pizza shop for you.
Yeah, they opened it up for me when I moved
Yeah,
to.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, when I did the interview with Johnny on the Injury Connections, we were talking about that. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, me and Dad, Mom, and my sister drove down I-95, came to Vero, and next thing you know, we were living here. And I was like, that sounds like my story. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, all of ours, because it wasn't 87, but it was January 2001 for me. I drove down with Josh.
Right.
He was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Like just him and I. We drove down from New York and moved out to Vero Beach.
Right? Unbelievable, man.
Fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's been 23 years now that I've been in Vero.
Yeah.
I really do love Vero. It's a great place. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
You got it. You got it. Has its woke spots.
It's changing. It's changing rapidly.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know if it's for the good or for the bad.
I don't know. I thought
Definitely not for the good.
Yeah, and I agree because I used to think it was for the good, but now I'm just.
Now we just got to, you know, Sandra and I, and this is funny. We've been talking about selling our house.
Yeah.
And if we sell our house, I was thinking, man, just getting a prefab home on 5 acres. I really want to just live away from people, man. I want to be able to lock a gate and just drive my car to my house because I don't want to walk that far.
I know, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Have the house right in the middle of 5 acres.
Well, we have to manifest it. You
Grow
have
my
to,
own.
you have
Well,
to
I
think
plan
about
to.
it.
That's why I'm doing it.
That's right.
You know, have my own veggies. You know, have my, you know, your buddy could show us how to do that with the vegetables.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, hydroponics and all that.
Yeah, the hydroponics.
He brought me over some tomatoes. Shout out to Ryan Wolf. He brought me some tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, grow weed. Grow some really good bud.
They were so good. The tomatoes he brought over, man. Oh my God, they were just. I mean, I was like, damn, you just can't get this anywhere. You have to grow your own shit, man.
Yeah,
it just
man.
takes you back to childhood, like with the big Jersey tomatoes, like you know.
Put that on with fucking Gates.
Oh, you want to watch that?
Yeah, because I want to talk about. We're talking about food. And I want to talk about Gates. Let's put that shit on.
All right.
Just so we don't have to fucking come back to
little Greg Reese.
Fucking shots.
These motherfuckers.
I can't stand them, bro.
These motherfuckers.
And I don't dislike too many people, man, but that motherfucker.
These
man.
motherfuckers are just poisoning.
You see
people.
the skulls?
Yeah, see the skulls.
I saw the fucking heads fucking Gates left behind.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a fucking killer.
When the COVID vaccines were first being distributed to the public, the vaccine inserts were intentionally left blank because they were never safe and effective. And for those who did their own research, they were discovered to be deadly. The Moderna patent for this mRNA technology stated that they contain self-assembling lipid nanoparticle technology. And now that an estimated 600 million doses have been administered to the U.S. public, Bill Gates admits this.
Making the mRNA is really easy and really cheap.
Oh, really
and that's
easy.
the magic of this thing.
You can make it at
But
home.
there's no doubt in the next 5 years, we can,
Here's the thing.
we just need to mess around.
He told them that shit was going to be in there.
Yeah.
Remember, because people were asking, why is there technology inside of this fucking virus?
Yeah.
Remember, we did a whole podcast.
We did a whole
asking,
podcast about it.
Why is there technology
Nanotech-
inside of this fucking vaccine?
Nope, you're right.
Nanotechnology.
We just need to mess around. That's why.
Mess around. We just need to mess around
Look
with
at
you.
him. Yeah, look at him. Piece of shit.
Fucking piece of shit.
I'm a fucking
There's a
human.
lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembling. There's no inherent reason it's not thermostable, it's not cheap, and it's not scalable. And so, as over the 5 years, we fix that part of it, mature it, which is very typical. We'll be able to build factories worldwide
Look at his eyes.
that
He's
can
a
make
fucking
$2
reptilian.
vaccines.
If I believe he's a reptilian, but I believe he's a
Less
fucking
lead time than we've had to have here during this pandemic.
Bill says these mRNA shots can easily be programmed to administer any type of spike protein pathogen.
HIV.
And the Moderna patent lists several, over 100 pathogens that can be control-released over time so that deaths will appear to be random and mysterious. Those injected are understandably having a hard time accepting this reality. And while they are busy trying to figure out where all the heart attacks, turbo cancer, and neurological disease is coming from, they are being told that it's due to climate change and that regular pandemics are to now be expected. During the rollout of the experimental shots, mainstream media pundit Chris Cuomo pushed for vaccine
Another piece of
passports
shit.
and attacked vaccine hesitancy.
Fredo.
How are they going to know who's vaccinated? You just just said they showed the card. That's not the answer. The answer is a vaccine passport. Part of the reason that you're seeing what you're seeing in Florida is because of vaccine hesitancy.
Cuomo is now claiming to be injured from the vaccines.
So today, the New York Times released an article that's getting a lot of play that says that there are thousands of people who say they're still suffering side effects they believe from the vaccine. We know that vaccines can have unintended consequences, aka side effects, but nobody's really talking about it because they're too afraid of blame and they just want it to go away. But the problem is people like Sean and me and millions of others who still have weird stuff with their blood work and their lives and their feelings, physically, are not going away.
And he's saying we need a 9/11 style commission to figure it all out.
You need to have a 9/11 style commission to figure out what worked and what didn't and what questions need to be answered, because it's not over. So not only are we not set up for the next pandemic, and there will be one, but we're not treating people, millions of people, who still have problems from the last one.
Cuomo assures us that there will be another pandemic. And this does seem to be the one sure thing in today's uncertain times. The released notes on the current discussions of the WHO pandemic treaty are all about profit margins. Disease X is coming. The US dollar is beyond saving, but while it still has a heartbeat, there are billions to be made by another fake pandemic. And the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, is saying that because of artificial intelligence, continuing the depopulation agenda is a good thing.
I can argue in the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations. The social problems that one will have in substituting humans for machines is going to be far easier in those countries that have declining populations.
So long as we, the people, do nothing, the outcome is predictable. We will be slaves to a bureaucratic, non-human system run by machines. And if we want to remain human and save our souls, then we had better stop being complacent audience members and start getting involved. Pfizer whistleblower Dr. Michael Yeadon recently said the obvious. Without an insurrection, we can expect a new event that will trigger a digital ID connected to a digital currency and a wave of fake pandemics with mandated shots until the population reaches their desired levels. And as long as we remain stubbornly divided, we don't stand a chance. Reporting for InfoWars,
Bro,
this is Greg Reese.
They would have to kill me.
No, without a doubt.
Well, that's what it comes down to. And
Seriously, you come knocking on my door,
and that's what
tell me that I gotta take a fucking shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Yeah, and that's why Bill Cooper got shot in the front of his house, because he was exposing everything and telling people ahead of time.
Yeah, but this bullshit. That's how come that fucking Gates, bro. That fucking Gates is no good, dude.
Of course he's not. He was put there. He didn't invent Microsoft. These guys are all plants, dude. They're not who they say they are. He didn't fucking in his garage figure out how to do programming. It's bullshit.
And look what he's doing now with his fucking fake food, everything.
Exactly. So he didn't invent that fucking Microsoft. It's all a plant. They're all shills for the fucking New World Order. And this is what Bill Cooper been talking
they probably
about.
gave him Microsoft for his fucking aliens.
Well, they did the same thing with fucking Facebook with Zuckerberg. It's the same thing. It's all the same.
That motherfucker's skin is peeling off. I don't care what nobody says.
Who?
Zuckerberg. Have you seen him? It's like it's getting tighter and tighter. Like it's hard for it to contain them.
Well, they're hard. They can't.
It's just getting tighter and
You're
tighter.
waiting for them to be lizards.
It's gonna fucking just rip through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just like
because the energies of the planet are changing, and they can't sustain. They can't be in this frequency. They can't stay in a higher frequency. They have to stay in the lower dense matrix. That's where they survive. That's where they can hide. They can't hide in a higher frequency. So then they're going to be exposed. You're going to start seeing things that you've never seen before. You're like, what the fuck is this? What's wrong with his face? And you're like, what the hell's that? Who is that? They've been here. What is that? That's what's going to happen, man. I'm telling you. They're all going to get exposed one way or the other. It's happening. This is the Great Awakening. This is what's supposed to happen. That's why we're still here. That's why we're still doing this. That's why Bill Cooper did what he did. That's why he was targeted. Now they have all these people doing podcasts and waking people up to the fact that we've been enslaved. We're in a quarantine planet. We're in a fucking prison planet, dude. That's the bottom line. That's it. And we have to break out of the prison planet. And this little clip I got with Bill Cooper is really good about that too. that explains it, and that's this is future proof's past too. This was 1994 when he did this little clip, and that's where you just see it, you hear it for your own ears. Like this guy was warning people back then. He talks about computers and being slaves to the system, and and it's like, oh shit, there wasn't even barely computers out when he did this interview. These are people.
Well, you got a lot of people that did that.
But people didn't listen. When you listen to the clip,
no, of course not, because back then it was called conspiracy theory.
Exactly, but now it's not.
No, it's conspiracy truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we know that. We've been calling it conspiracy truth since we started this podcast.
100%.
We know that these fucking people have been trying to manipulate us through fucking media, and I was talking to someone today, and they were talking about how the phones have become such a distraction for these kids. So, eventually what's going to happen, right, is that a kid won't be able to function without his phone.
100%.
So he'll get lost.
Yeah.
He won't know directions. He won't know east from west. He won't know definitions. He may not even know how to speak properly. Everything may be IDF or, because like the way they write, WTF, So they're going to be so entrapped by these phones that they won't be able to think for themselves.
Bingo.
And like they said, we'll be robots.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say stay human all the time.
That's what's going to happen.
That's the reality of it. Yeah.
There's one thing that makes me angry, like with people now. Like if I go somewhere, I use it's the first time I go there. Like I'm using GPS. Yeah. If it's my first time going somewhere, I got to use GPS because I've never been there before. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
On the way, I'm taking in shit. Like I'm not just on the phone, just like. Yeah,
no.
But because there are some people.
Where are your surroundings?
Yeah, where are your surroundings? Because there are people who take that journey, right? Get there,
and then they don't remember how to get there.
And then it's just like, oh yeah, and 2 days later they hit you up and it's like, damn, where do we go?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they had no idea.
You weren't.
Because they weren't looking.
I was on my phone the whole time.
Exactly. Because they weren't looking around. They're
not paying attention. But that's the whole point. Is the big distraction.
Yep.
You see, it's not only kids, even adults. Like you go to the airport. Like I've been going to the airport a lot now because Sandra's been, taking me on trips, and all they do is that you see people on their phones. Mm-hmm. Or they're like this. They're plugged in. They even have plugs now. You can plug in your phone all over the place. Plug in your phone and wait for your plane. God. I took advantage. I walked up and down, listened to some music. I guess I had the phone on too because I was listening to music, but I wasn't like these people. Scrolling, fucking
constantly.
Like you can see this
constantly.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
you're not even paying attention to anything. You can't read anything that fast.
If I'm by myself, I'm on my phone.
But
But if I'm with the bud, we in that bitch clouding. We probably drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
We try to.
Bro, when I go home, one of the rules in my house, my wife doesn't follow, but I still do, is that the phone. I plug my phone in the kitchen when I get home, and that phone is off. I turn the ringer off, and it's off into the morning.
Yeah, there's no need.
I don't need it. No. If I need to look at something because I'm bored, I'll unplug it, but it'll still be. I'll look at whatever and plug it right back in.
Well, remember when we used to sit down at meals at families, when we would take the phone off the hook. If we don't want the phone ringing, we take it off the hook and we put it in.
Well, back in the day, even when cell phones and beepers came out, you couldn't eat on a table and have your phone on. It was disrespectful. Put your phone away. Now it's expected. Everybody has a phone. Even mom and dad are looking at the phone. You know what I mean? So, but you see, and it's going to get worse.
That's what.
We're talking about. It's only going to get worse. Yeah. With these distractions and this technology, that it really has been a downfall for us.
Oh yeah,
because it's made people lazy. Yep. So you're gonna have fat, lazy,
complacent.
Gen Xers are gonna be fat and lazy.
Yep.
Gen Z even worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's true, and it's future proofs past. So you see where it's coming from, you see where it began and where it's evolved to. And you just can't go out into public and go to a store and try to buy something without going into a fucking glitch in the matrix, dealing with a fucking agent in the matrix, a Mr. Smith, and you're just like, oh my god, I guess I'll just order it on Amazon. because I can't have to deal with people. They did it on purpose.
Okay, maybe they're doing it on purpose for you to buy online. No longer go outside.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Order your shit. It'll come to your door. Don't even go outside. If you need a screwdriver, I'll send you one.
It'll come via drone.
The next day. It comes the next day.
Yeah, via drone. It'll come drone eventually. It'll just drop you. They'll tell Eddie, go out front and then open your arms and just you go like this. And you'll just go outside and drop it right in your arm.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That's what that video, remember the video that I showed you guys a long time ago that they showed the clip of that at the end of that clip of that guy with the mask sitting on the balcony. Remember that whole, I don't know if you guys watched that documentary. It was like a half hour long and the drone was bringing him his food. It was like
Remember that time that Ashley sent me that picture when she was in Rhode Island at the waitress was a fucking robot?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I remember
that. The robot came to her.
I remember that.
She recorded it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! And they brought the food and everything.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they're going to do because they, like Rondell said, you can't interact with anybody. There's no interaction when you just customer service. All that's all out the window. It's a joke. It's an absolute fucking
even
joke.
Meals now because even I get my meat by mail.
Yeah, I know you had the box of meat the other day. Yeah. Well, because you just can't. I mean, it's
also time. I don't have the time. You know, like I was fortunate Sunday that I was able to get a haircut because I found the place I was
going to say, look, you got high and tight.
Yeah.
A little high and tight. I trimmed my beard up today. I was like, I was
supposed to get a haircut, you know, by every 5-month haircut. But I decided not to.
You're gonna throw it out.
Throw it out.
No, I'll probably get a cut.
Throw it out.
Throw it out and throw it out.
Right before next podcast.
Back in the day, you get the fro.
Oh my god!
Afro
I don't
picks.
care no more.
Right?
I used to get a haircut all the time. I just can't. I ain't got.
I remember back in the days in the '80s. I used to be in the subways in New York, man, and you used to see the brothers, man, just fucking all day.
The big ass fro.
Hours, right, bro, just fucking picking their fro.
It never gets exactly the way you want.
Then they use it to pat it down.
I don't have that problem.
He said, I don't have that problem.
I never. I had a big fro at one time. I had some hair. I had a big bunch of hair and mullet.
Yeah, my hair was dry the other day. It looked like a fro, a gray fro.
Yeah. I had some fucking hair too, and it all disappeared.
Hey,
I wear my Caps hat now, so I wear.
That's okay. Red light therapy, grow your hair.
On the
back.
walking billboard if you're Cap.
They say that red light therapy will help you grow your hair back. That's how come they say the hat with the red light.
Yeah.
You grow your hair. Red light therapy does that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they got it over there at Energy Spa, and I just connected with Energy Spa, by the way. Yeah, so
maybe I'll go over there and get a couple treatments.
Yeah, I just connected with them, so let me know. I mean, I gotta pay for you, which is fine, but you know, it's just you could pay for yourself, but you could pay what I pay, which is a lot cheaper than what you would have to pay.
Gotcha.
So what I'm doing to the monthly members, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put it out there, give myself a little plug. So for the monthly members, right, I'm offering them Energy Spa, which has red light therapy, salt therapy. They have all this beautiful stuff that really is good for you. So this I could be one above the other trainers. That's my idea.
Makes sense.
So I already have 2 people that want to do the spa, and my wife wants to do the spa.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
There it is.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I put it through my through the credit card, the company credit card, and I could, at the end of the year, make it a tax write-off.
Yeah, help each other.
We'll help each other out. Steve, I've never paid for Steve. Steve has never taken my money, and I've done everything in there. He doesn't take my money. That guy, he says, no, go ahead. I leave it to. Yeah, so I always want to help him out because he's really a good person. Yeah. He's a good guy, and his prices are amazing in itself without me giving it to you. Yeah. So
nice. There you go.
But the training, if you pay by month, even if you pay by week, I'm going to do the monthly thing as long as you're there every month.
So Game Changer, and then what's it called?
Energy Spa.
Energy Spa.
It's right across the street from me.
Game
so
Changer Energy Spa.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They got that red light therapy with the shaker. They got salt therapy. There's like the salt. Mm-hmm. They spray the salt on you, and they have their own cold plunge. They have UV lighting. They have like for if you want to get a tan. They got like the massage chairs. They got this water jet thing for.
Nice.
So it's just good stuff, man.
All right.
Yeah, it's all about health today. I'm trying to stay healthy as long as possible because I want to be able to defend myself when these idiots come knocking on my fucking door telling me I got to get a shot.
He's like, God damn, they're coming to my door now. Come on, man. Why are they coming to the door? But
something? I can see that happening, bro. Fucking a doctor, a police officer, and somebody ready to inject you with the fucking thing.
Yeah. Well,
no fucking way.
Hazard suits.
I don't see it getting to that point, but I mean, we have to be prepared.
You got to be prepared for it.
No, I agree with you. I'm definitely that. I'm there, but I don't.
Remember what that guy said? The guy from BlackRock.
Yep.
Minimal population, less people. That's the whole point.
That was it.
Less people.
That shit said all the summit.
It'll solve crime. That's what they're saying. Less people will solve crime. Less people.
New World Order. That's what that means. New World Order.
One thing ringing in my head is that it said that the summit's only discussion was profit margins.
Money.
All this shit going on, and the only thing y'all talking
and they
about
want to use up as much money as American dollar before it goes digital. Let's try to snatch as much as we can right now.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hit us with multiple viruses.
It's gonna be the X.
You know that's what they're hoarding and fucking. That's what another one of the things they're pulling out in Antarctica.
I think they've been preparing for it by the spraying in the skies. I swear to God, bro, that spraying in the skies. I've been noticing it a lot now. Do you know that people come into my shop and they come in coughing for no fucking reason? They don't know why they're coughing.
They have no clue. It's what they're inhaling. They're breathing it. They're eating it. You're consuming it.
Who knows? I think diet has a lot to do with it. What the fuck are you eating?
Well, they're putting shit in cheese now. They got like stuff in cheese, like mRNA
cheese doesn't
cheese.
melt the way it used to.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you know that Kraft American cheese?
Oh,
you can't. That doesn't melt. That's fucking plastic. That's not even really cheese.
You're eating plastic.
Yeah, that's not even real.
So think about.
I've seen a documentary that cheese was one of the inventions and showed to us to kill off Americans. A lot of people don't use cheese.
Yeah.
Like cheese, if they do use cheese, it's homemade. They've made it themselves.
Yeah,
like over in
countries,
Europe,
yeah.
the cheese they eat isn't packaged.
The Jews don't think they eat cheese.
They don't. They avoid it.
Yeah, and you can't even store cheese next to meat. The Jewish population.
Yeah, everything.
The Jewish faith.
Everything.
They can't have it together. You can't even put any dairy products.
Everything's fake.
They don't even fuck with dairy products. The Jews.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I never liked milk. And I think it's because I'm not a calf.
Yeah, I never liked milk either.
You know, I think the only people cow's milk belongs to calves. Mama gives you milk through her titty, right? And after that, you drink something else. You don't keep on drinking milk. Milk never done the body good.
I never liked
Remember when we were
it.
kids? Milk does the body good.
Gives you strong bones.
It's bullshit.
It's a lie. Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Protein does that.
Yeah.
Meat.
It's a lie. Yeah.
Meat, and they told you to stay away from red meat, which was bullshit. Red meat is good for you. The blood is good for you. These people don't get it, man.
Oh, it's everything's backwards. Like I always say, everything's in reverse. What's good is bad, and what's bad is good. So what's good, when milk was done the body good, it was
it's
actually
like we
bad.
had Gates on before, right? And one of the things that that Italy, and now I think DeSantis just put it, they signed a law that they don't want any processed meat sold in Florida.
Yeah, fake meat.
Fake meat.
Yeah.
Italy did the same thing. So they've been selling fake meat. That's what they're saying.
Exactly.
So we've been eating, who knows, fake fucking meat. I know McDonald's is fake. All those hamburgers, Wendy's, all that shit is all fake meat.
I told
bro.
y'all something was wrong with the steaks in the stores, the chicken in the stores.
That's
There's
what I get
something
from
wrong.
Good Cuts is supposedly, I can't say because I don't see the fucking cows eating grass.
Right.
But grass fed.
You don't see the cows eating grass.
I don't see them, so I gotta believe it. Supposedly, you know what I mean?
Hopefully, it's not injected with mRNA.
Yeah,
too.
you know what I mean. Who the fuck knows?
I know what food change.
Huh?
Like I notice little shit, especially with food. If something's not the way I expected it, you know when you eat something that's just great, and then you just like a while goes by, and you're like, oh fuck, I want to eat that.
Yeah.
And you go in there, and you eat it, and something's just off.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Something's off.
Yeah.
The wings is 3 times the size they used to be.
Yeah.
Do you know
What the
that
hell going on in here?
when I was a fat bastard,
Bastard.
I was almost 300 pounds.
bastard.
I used to go to McDonald's, right, through the
Right.
drive-thru,
Oh, yeah.
and I would get 3 Big Macs and a Coke.
Nice.
3.
Oh, beautiful.
3 fucking Big Macs and a Coke, bro. And
yeah.
just before I got from McDonald's on 20th to Nissan,
Yeah,
they were
gone. Isn't that great? That's the best. That's the real. That's the true Matrix right there,
bro. But that wasn't meat.
I know. You know what we used to do? Remember there were 29-cent burgers and 39-cent cheeseburgers? We used to go to McDonald's and we'd buy like 40 of them, and we'd take them home and with fries and everything, and just sit in front of the TV and watch football.
Yeah, fucking gobble them.
Gobble them like there was no tomorrow.
They used to do that with the nuggets.
Yeah, they used to do the 50-piece McNugget for like $3.
Now they're nasty because I know what they are.
Yeah.
But remember how delicious they were when you were fucking young.
Because it's addictive.
When you were a kid, if somebody offered you a real burger from the barbecue or a McDonald's burger, let me get a McDonald's burger.
Yeah, because of what they put in it. It's addictive.
No.
It's addictive.
I already knew as a kid.
Yeah.
My uncle's burgers were fucking legendary.
But you know what I'm saying.
Right?
Most kids would have fucking picked a McDonald's
Yeah, most
burger.
kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because the Happy Meals, everything goes
country
there.
boy. You don't know. A city boy would have grabbed that fucking cheeseburger and fucking.
I was addicted to the fries. The fries.
Heartbeat would have grabbed it.
But supposedly they had the best fries for a long time. Best tasting fries because they were fucking.
McDonald's, yeah.
It's the grease, bro. They put something in the grease.
There's a chemical in the fries too.
There's a chemical in the fries. They let the fries. They set the fries in these fucking crates. Those crates that be on the shipping containers. They set those potatoes in there and let them fucking spoil before they do it. That's what it is. The fermentation of the fries.
I don't care because I haven't had McDonald's.
They release a gas. They say the gas when you open it could kill you.
I believe it.
I don't fuck with
whatever they were doing to it, they're addictive. Because I would.
But this is all the shit that they trained us to eat.
Yep.
They were making kids heavy, really, because if you think about it, bro, in the 60s, there weren't a lot of fat kids, bro.
No.
There really wasn't. There was maybe one out of the group, and that kid got picked on. Hello, me. Right? Yeah. There weren't a lot of fat kids in school. They really weren't. A fat kid was noticed. Now, they're all fat.
My cousin Nicky, I talked about with Uncle Nick, he was big. He had an eating disorder, and he liked to eat. He liked to go to McDonald's, and he was big. But back then, in the 80s, people would look at him funny because he was so big. Now
everybody's big.
Exactly. I used to get embarrassed for him and my aunt because people would stare at him and go. And I'd be like, wow, they're like staring at him.
Walk the beach early in the morning, and not to say, you know what I mean, but you don't see a lot of pretty bodies, buddy. A lot of big chicks.
Yeah.
And dudes.
Yeah.
Big guts.
Thick,
you know.
thick. Just big men. I
wish I could do something about that to let them know how unhealthy that is.
They don't care though.
No, it's just that they're stuck in a matrix of eating.
Exactly.
It's an addiction.
100%.
Like anything else.
They probably hear it all the time. I don't know a lot of big people who don't have friends. Especially in this town. This ain't a town where appearance can stop you from getting friends.
Right.
This ain't that kind of town. Like, everybody has somebody that's saying something to them, like, bro, don't you think you should change this?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Yeah, I don't want to see you go. I ain't trying to bury you, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody got that person saying that.
We used to say that to my cousin.
Everybody got a person saying that.
My son all the time, bro. Like, I mean, his father owns a fucking gym.
Right, I know.
I'm like, come to the gym, dude. You don't pay 10 fucking cents, bro. I help you.
Yeah.
You're my son. I'll do anything for you.
You gotta want to do it.
But you have to
run
want
the bridge.
He used to run the bridge, yeah.
No, he did too. He lost a lot of weight, but he lost 120 pounds.
Yeah, sure.
He's able to do it,
but
it takes work.
Do it. Exactly.
It takes work.
Yeah.
It really, I don't even think it takes work. It takes more desire. Because people can work. People can get up and do the thing. It takes desire to want to do it on a regular basis and fucking keep going.
I'm a perfect example because like we said before, when you were building the gym, I said, you won't catch me in here. And now I'm in there doing exercises.
Every other day.
I'm trying to work on my hockey game more. Like it gave me a reason.
I wasn't
lying. But I walked through the gym.
You did. Yeah, you did.
But that's about it.
Because the bathroom is in the back.
That's it.
You know what? I see that
little tub back there too. I'd be like, maybe one day I'll get in there.
I'll tell you that sauna, man. That fucking thing is
sauna thing. Oh yeah, I seen that little sauna thing. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
But working out.
No, but I understand what he's saying because it gave me inspiration, it gave me motivation to improve my hockey game by like, you know what? If I get a little stronger, I can actually play better even though I'm getting older. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So let me try it. And I've seen the results, and now it gives me more motivation to keep doing it. You know?
I mean, look, like Kelly today, I come into the podcast. I love that. The first thing she did is that she muscled up.
Yeah, right.
She's like, look, my tone's coming back.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know, it's like when, like today, I see people walking, and I'm driving my car, give them a thumbs up. You know, because that to me, it excites me to see people wanting to get better.
You know what I do?
Because, yeah, man, get better, man. Because let me tell you something. If you don't, the system is going to eat you up. I think that bad food fucks up your thinking.
Oh, no doubt.
I think that bad food, it clouds you. You don't think straight. It's like alcohol. It's like when you drink alcohol because of the sugar. The sugar in alcohol, the sugar in food.
One of the main things.
Fucks up your thinking.
Well, remember that your pineal gland is getting calcified, so anything you take or eat, it hardens it up. It's all the way back in your what's it, the calamus or whatever, and it's your pineal gland hardened up. It's like that big, but it gets where it calcifies because of like the fluoride and the food and the sugar and the Coca-Cola and the Mountain Dew, and then you're not thinking right, because that happened to me when I was drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee every day, going to work, going to the Matrix, getting all pepped up, going to Salvation Army. I started to realize like I can function, but when I stopped drinking, I said to my sister, I go, man, I feel a lot clearer. Like I feel like I can recall things better. My memory got better. My recall ability got better.
It's awesome.
You see the difference. It's because of what we're consuming. It's all poison. It's all a fake matrix. It's a false matrix that we're involved in. Everything's fake, phony, false, and gay.
Gay.
You can say it either way, gay happy or gay, whatever. But everything is fake.
Everything is different.
Everything is fake, phony, and false.
Everything is upside down.
It is. Everything is flipped upside down, and so then you have to break free from that and go, okay, wait a minute. If that's bad for me, then I can't.
The sad thing is that it's very few people, very few compared to the masses, that are controlling this. And we are letting it happen.
Yeah, and that's what Bill Cooper says in this clip. Yeah, this is that's a perfect segue into this clip. This is good. This is perfect. Because that's what he says in this clip, and it's a 2.5 minute clip.
No, play it, we're good.
But it's pretty crazy. And it was from 1994, I believe, is this clip.
Okay.
Purpose throughout history has been to teach a small number of people how to become adept at controlling everyone else. Their goal is to destroy all existing religions save theirs, all existing governments save theirs, and shackle the mob in a system of eternal oppressive debt chained to a computer for the rest of their life. In a propagandized world to make them believe that they are happy in this system. Now, do you think they're succeeding? Haven't I described to you just now exactly what is going on in the world today?
This is 1994.
Yes, they're succeeding. They're succeeding because the American people don't understand their enemy. They don't even know what's happening. There's a method to their madness. There's really not much method to yours because you're operating from a place of ignorance. And until you change that, you're going to be bumbling around, bumping into each other, saying and doing the wrong things, not understanding the nature of your enemy. If you don't understand the nature of your enemy and the weapons they use, you cannot fight that enemy. You can't fight the battle. You shouldn't even be on the battlefield. That's why you're losing the war. Don't tell me you're not, because I'm in a place of great knowledge about who's winning and who's losing this war. And I can assure you, you're losing the war. This country was founded by dangerous men. Amen. And the moment the people in this country cease to be dangerous men, it's going to be the day we cease to have a country. And I'm going to tell you right now, unless we can be successful in creating a real free press where the American people get different viewpoints other than those expressed in the establishment-controlled media, there's going to be a civil war in this country, and it's going to come soon. The only thing that can stop it is by waking up vast amounts of sleeping people. Sheeple is what they are. They are following the Judas goat right into the shearing pens, and from there they will go to the slaughter, and they will not know that anything is wrong until they smell the blood of the sheeple in front of them.
Do you see what he said?
Stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous. And that's what I'm talking about. Get healthy, you're fucking dangerous. Keep your guns. Like everything in there, we were talking about guns. Gun control. They want to take your guns. Look what happened October 7th to Israel because they took their guns.
That's the name of the podcast. Stay dangerous.
That's a good one.
Do you understand that?
You know, that's actually a saying right now.
Okay, really?
Yeah, it's like what you tell your friends when you leave them.
Okay.
It's like, stay dangerous, bro.
You have to, because dangerous people don't get fucked with. And we're getting soft. We're no longer getting dangerous. We're getting fat, lazy, and we're giving up our guns.
Yep.
And we need to fucking get strong, fucking keep our guns, and be prepared and be dangerous as fuck.
Real as fuck. Dangerous as fuck.
Because let me tell you, bro, the truth is, bro, I fucking punch a bag almost every day now. I'm getting ready, bro. Because, you know, he talked about a civil war. I really believe that if there isn't an election, it's because of a civil war.
Yeah, you're right.
People are getting tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, and this is 1994 when he was saying
Yeah.
that, you know, and now look where we're at. There's a lot more people awake at this point.
But
There's a
look
lot
what
more
he's
going
saying.
on.
Look what happened in the college in George Washington. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They put an Arab thing over George Washington, and they wrapped around him the Palestinian flag.
Yeah.
Who did that?
They took
Antifa
down,
One of the
they took
colleges.
down the American flag and put up the Palestinian flag in George Washington College in Washington D.C. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? What did he just say that they were going to do?
Exactly that.
They were going to defame the truth with their lies.
Exactly. Yep.
Because they took down the American flag and put up a Palestinian
They were
flag.
doing that when
Colleges.
Yeah, they were doing that in the streets of New York. They were taking down the flags and
But what I'm saying
yeah.
to you is that they're defaming everything.
Everything.
And it's being allowed.
Everything, exactly. Because the system has to collapse. That's why. There's the matrix collapsing. It's being allowed so that they can take it all down. You got to take it down. What did I say last podcast? What do you do when you're backed into a corner? What is a wild
You
nasty?
get fucking ferocious.
Yeah, you get ferocious. That's what they're doing. They're getting.
And that's exactly what fucking Trump did to him. He turned them into
But
a
now I'm
wild
going to
animal.
ask you a question. Like he called them sheeple. I'll be honest with you, and I told this to some clients today that I was training, some good patriots. I'm not looking to wake up sheep. Sheep will always be fucking sheep.
Well, this was 1994.
But you understand what I'm saying? That sheep
Yeah.
will always be sheep.
Yeah.
I want to wake up fucking lions, bro. Tigers.
That's where we're at.
Motherfucking dangerous people.
Yeah.
Sheep are not dangerous.
No, that's where
Nor
we're
can
at.
they ever be trained to be dangerous.
Yep. Not gonna happen.
So we don't need sheep. We need fucking lions, bro.
Yeah, that's it. That's where we're at. That's why I said you either catch up or you fall behind. Well, now we're not even the catch up stage. Now it's like you're fucked. Now, if you don't see it, you're fucked. And Bill Cooper was warning people back then: if you don't see it, you're fucked. You're not going to wake up. And that's why he did his show. That's why they shot him on his front porch. You know, because he was doing a radio show, and they were like, "Oh, we can't have this. This guy will wake people up." Like,
Do you
this
know, in the book of Revelations,
Yeah.
they talk about the Lion of Judah.
Yeah,
And I just spoke about waking up lions.
yeah,
The Lion of Judah is the coming of the Christ.
huh?
So,
Oh, wow.
which is supposedly the end.
Yeah,
So, I think that that's what we need. Was that we need, like Bill Cooper said, dangerous people, because this country was founded by dangerous people that were not taking any fucking shorts. Remember, they took this country from England. Okay, they weren't fucking around, bro.
No, they
and
had-
we need not fuck around,
Yeah.
because if we stay fucking sheepy, we're gonna get fucking slaughtered. Slaughtered.
yeah, that's it. I mean,
But
that's,
I think there's enough people awake. I really do believe this,
yeah,
man.
now at this
Yeah.
point, I
Yeah,
really
I
do.
think there's a lot of people awake right now that are
Yeah.
going to say no.
yeah, I agree.
It's
with you.
Even the
Literally,
vaccinated.
the
Because
government-
they say 270 million vaccines went out.
2 billion, 270.
It's a
billion.
reason-
270 million.
There's
a reason-
Initially,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
270 million people were vaccinated.
Okay.
270 million. United States have 330 million people.
Yeah.
So only 60 million people, me being one of them, were not vaccinated.
Yeah, it's not there.
We're a very small majority.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
But the thing is, anybody who doesn't agree with what they want, they got nanites inside of them that can fucking shut you down. Like they can just put any kind of disease, they're gonna fucking mix what your body already has in it and then turn it against you.
Buy a gas man.
Buy a gas mask if you want to. The nanites who are inside of you,
That's already in there.
they're inside of them. Whoever
So
took the
basically,
fucking
what you're saying is that no matter what, those 270 million are gonna die.
they're gonna die regardless.
We're all gonna die.
You're under. But you have no choice. You're a puppet now. Literally, you're on strings. Soon as you got that vaccine, you have little bots inside of you that soon as you say no, soon as you speak up against, they can fucking hit the button and turbo cancer activates.
It'd be like,
You going in a week.
I ain't trying to hear
You
that.
going in a week.
Remember, I got
He
two
just
kids.
explained
I got
it.
2 kids who are vaccinated.
Bill Gates just told you,
Yeah,
I put
but the more you-
nanites inside of this
but the
thing
more
that
you-
I can construct to do whatever I want. They can rewrite DNA.
the more
Bill Gates just said I created that.
the more you
And I
get,
made it
the
cheap
worse.
as shit.
Yeah.
So everybody can get it.
He was messing around.
I just messing
He's
around.
messing around. He's just messing around in his garage.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's a
But I can tell you who wasn't messing around today. Caps wasn't messing
pizza,
around.
right? No,
You
they
gotta
weren't
put them
messing
out
around.
there because
Yeah.
they really did a good job. I see you even eating your sandwich.
Man, you relax.
I took the bigger.
Hey, get on my sub, man. What you doing, bro?
Yeah, I took the bigger half because I know Sandra didn't want the other half, and I said leave it a small one. I took a couple of slices.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, make sure you say TGI Now sent you 10%
Yeah,
off.
man.
And then order online too if you want to. They have a good online menu. Check it out.
Caps Pizza is on the money. They're out by 725 27th Avenue Southwest. So if you're from Vero, man, they're right off of Oslo on 27th, man.
Yep, 772-770-CAPS. Tell them TGI Now sent you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
10% off.
Thanks a lot, John.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Jeff.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Always.
Absolutely.
So how much time we got left, John?
I think we're at an hour.
All right, man. So we can close with that. I just want to say thanks, man, again for hearing us out. Please share the show. Take a minute, share the show. We appreciate it. I was looking at, we could use some more viewers. We could use some more listeners.
Yep.
So if you guys are out there, just plug in that plug. Just hit share.
Yep.
We do this every week. We don't get paid for it. It actually costs us money to do it. So, all we ask is that you share the show. They sponsor us with pizza.
Yep.
And they've been doing that for a while because we put a plug for them because they are true patriots.
2 years now.
True patriots.
Yeah.
People who love this country.
Yeah.
People who are prepared. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right.
All right, yeah. People who are dangerous people.
Yep, absolutely.
So you want to be around dangerous people because the Bible in itself says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." So to me, bad company is these sheeple.
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from them. Man.
Absolutely. Stay
They're only
away
going to
from
try to mislead you and make you miserable and pissed off.
Absolutely. You're right.
Fuck 'em.
Absolutely.
Anyway, man, God bless you.
All right, guys. Stay human.
Love, peace, chicken grease. Stay dangerous. We out.
We out.
Nice. I like that.